There we go. Everybody, thank you very much for coming to I have no idea what. No idea what. Donna said she was going for a snooze at about 8:45. I had a wee bit of a sore head and I took a few tablets and then I fell asleep and it turns out she's still asleep. So this is what we got. We got Jeff and we've got Ribs over there too, and we've got Dave down there. So Dave's asleep. Dave's asleep. So yeah, I don't know. Do you want to introduce yourselves for 1 wee second, and I just set up because we're this.
Hi.
Hi, Dave.
I'm Dave.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
Dave, you were streaming just before we came live, weren't you?
Well, just before.
For me, it was just before because I fell asleep for 40 minutes. Sorry. So it was.
I could have sworn that this stream was meant to go live an hour ago. Julie says check your DMs.
Well, yeah, because I got a notification at 9:30 our time, MathPig, to say that you were starting in half an hour, and it's now 11:10, and I'm like, that's why I was just like, wait, like what's happening?
Check my DMs, Julie. I'm looking at Twitter now.
Right now?
Nothing there. Yes, no. Sleepy time. Long day at work. Slightly sore head. Tablets. Incidences. And we got, what's this crack I hear about Dave doing a dance?
Oh yes,
yes, Jeff.
Go
yes.
to. Yeah, unfortunately,
Wait! Oh shit! Let's wait. Thank you. His internet connection broke.
Who's did?
Jeff's.
He's still there.
I'm still there. Nice try. Yeah.
Did you do the thing, Dave? Did you do the thing?
Yeah.
You did the thing. Oh. Sorry, Jeff. You were saying Dave's doing a
I
dance.
was just saying. Unfortunately, I'm on my phone. I can't share it, but if it's on my Twitter right now. There's a poll up, and that is: should Dave do the funky gibbon? Yes or no? I tend to think he should.
And the statistics on that is we got a Julie.
We're saying
Unfortunately, I'm on my phone. I can't
You may need to mute the stream, Julie.
There's a poll up, and that is Julie.
Julie,
Yes or no?
mute the stream, Julie.
I think he should.
Yeah,
Julie, mute the stream.
There we go. I'm just gonna mute Julie. That's easier. Come back when you're finished.
And then it's still playing in the back. I'm so sorry. That's terrible.
Oh, before I went
Very
live,
unprofessional of you.
before I
It
went
is.
live, Julie,
Yeah.
I had like 7 tabs open and could not find where there was a stream playing the music. So it's fine. It's just been one of those streams. It's been one of those days where it's just,
When like everything's fucked up, and so we're all just gonna go, okay, everything's fucked up right now. It's fine.
everything's fucked up. Just run with it. We're gonna have a bit of fun.
Okay, so do we have a topic? I don't know.
The topic is you, Julie.
Oh, fuck me. I quit smoking.
Say that again.
Quit smoking.
How's that
I
going?
can't smoke. The shitty thing is I can't, and this is nothing against my wonderful, amazing partner, but the thing is, Junkshop is horrifically allergic to marijuana. So my usual maintenance method in the past, whenever I've tried to quit smoking tobacco, was to just smoke a lot of weed, and I can't do that because A, it's illegal where we live,
Of course,
and
yes.
B, it will kill the person I love most in this world, and I'm not cool with that. So
Can we not treat
Yeah.
it like COVID? Can we like put you outside and then take you in and then go straight to quarantine where you get a scrub down?
again, it's illegal. So if you put me outside and I'm smoking weed, I can literally get arrested and charged with a lot of things I don't want to be. I honestly, dude, look at me. I'm a wimpy white girl with really thick glasses. I don't want to. It would be bad. Is all I'm saying. I shouldn't have said white. I'm sorry. That was fucked up.
You could always go with the edibles.
Yeah, I could if I was willing to commit trafficking, which is transporting any legal drugs across state lines, which I'm also not willing to do because that's a fucking felony, man. That's some serious time. Again, I live where I live. It is what it is.
Yes, it's totally, yes. And I live in, yes, it's.
I have a patch.
How is it
Right
working out? How is it working out?
Well, on the upside, the junk shop doesn't want me talking about this publicly a lot because their stance is
Sorted, right? Moving on.
their stance is don't make any fucking promises because we might fuck up. And I'm like, yeah, we might fuck up, sure, but
it has been proven though statistically
you are more likely to succeed if you make promises.
That yes, and that is that's my thought process.
Oh no, that's a fact, Julie.
Sorry.
I says that's a fact that you're more likely to do it if you tell more people about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I wouldn't go so far as saying a fact.
It is necessary for me.
It's why the Mankini came about.
They're a little different. They're like, oh, you tell me not to do something, I'll do that thing that you don't want me to do extra hard. Like, so it's a difference in personality types that we are trying to navigate. But y'all, so don't say anything to them about it, but you can say whatever you want to me about it.
Well, that's one of the reasons.
Oral fixation.
Oh my God, so much, yeah. Absolutely. All I want right now is gummy candy. And I'm not going to talk about oral sex, Dave, even though that clearly opened the line for that. By the way, how are y'all doing? We got two adorable Brits and two hot Irishmen on the thing here. What's going on with y'all? World.
Me? Not much. I got this going now. I'm very proud to have this on display. I've been at work. Spent the weekend with the daughter. That's always fun.
Oh, that's lovely. Religion is bullshit. I'm so sorry, man. I've forgotten your first name. I know it.
Step in.
I'm coming off of.
Holy shit! Did anyone else see how fast he moved?
I know.
Barry Allen.
What?
Did you hear that?
You're so quiet now, Rib.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
His name, like all other Irish people, is Dara.
No,
his name is Step Hen.
No, religion is bullshit. I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name because I'm coming off of nicotine, and that is a memory aid. I apologize. Can you please tell me? Hi, I'm Julie. Religion is bullshit. What's your first name?
Steven.
Steven, hello.
Steven.
Your show is amazing. FYI. Of course, so is Jeff's and Dave's and Robbie's.
This is shit. No, this is shit. There's nobody watching. Like, this is shit. There's nobody watching.
No,
we're just here for the crack.
People are watching. I was in the chat earlier. People are watching.
It's fine.
I just wanted to get on because I'm sad and drunk at the moment and wishing I had cigarettes, and I don't need them. They're bad.
Life's boring without all that stuff, isn't it? Although I do have to say, Julie, I do like your new back display.
I'm sorry, you let me what?
You're behind you. All your books.
New green screen image.
Yes, your new green screen.
Oh, real. Hang on, let me grab a book. Yeah, you can check out my ass while I do this.
Yeah, you wanted us to because you put the finger up and everything. You were like, check out me, lift a book.
Yeah, I mean, this is all. It's funny because. Sorry. What's funny about that to me is that Lone Wanderer was like, "Hey, do you want a green screen?" And I was like, "Well, the whole like junk shop library thing is kind of our brand, so not really." And I absolutely appreciate the generosity that Lone Wanderer was willing to show there, but no, we really don't need a green screen. It's just our books and a dead plant over there.
This is a free picture. And these things I had in the attic because I was 18 and was silly. There's a dog bed. It's real life.
Robbie, did I tell you what I found out about myself?
That you're actually an alien. Is Richard
No,
right?
I'm actually Irish,
Hmm?
is what I found out.
You're not
Yeah.
Irish.
Yeah, I knew I was we like family lore, had it that we were a bit Irish, but then my parents got DNA tests, and it turns out that my mom is exactly half German, half Irish, instead of half German, half Scottish, like we always thought,
Right.
because her mother's maiden name was Robertson. And my dad is like all Irish except for a little bit of our ancestors raped slaves.
Well, you are Irish.
Yeah, very much so. I'm like, I'd be like 98% Irish and like 0.2% Nigerian and 0.08% Sub-Saharan African.
My granny
So-
got one done there a couple of months ago, and it turns out that she's 50% Scottish and 50% Irish.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, and French. We're still also French. That is a thing. But yeah, but by and large, foremost, we are Irish. So
Yeah, I've been meaning to get, I've been meaning to look into getting to sort of the DNA sort of thing done, but it's fine. Just making sure you get a decent one, really, isn't it?
It's making sure you get a good one, and do they get the rights? Somebody had a whole spiel with me one time about them getting the rights to your DNA and all that. Dave, don't fall asleep, Dave.
I don't even care. I mean, my brother-in-law, who makes a very good living as a CPA, paid for the tests, and they're really good tests. And I sent them a whole book,
Yeah.
like with their names and explaining like what the DNA meant and the difference between.
Well, I know Dave will be in the know in this, and what the rights is and what the best test is, because Dave's a Dave.
Yeah.
No, there is no good test.
See,
All of them are storing your data to fuck with.
see.
Oh.
Maybe it was you that gave me the spiel.
Please explain, Dave, because I had a Scottish-themed fucking wedding with Junkshop because I thought I was Scottish, and apparently not so much. So please explain.
No, they're valid in the sense of them. Well, some of them are valid. Some of them are better. Others.
Somebody told me the
just
National
comparison.
Geographic one was the best one to get. Is there a National Geographic one or something?
I have no idea.
Sorry, go on ahead, Dave. Go on ahead.
Benghazi says, I leave my DNA everywhere so they can have it.
Ew.
Oh,
Honestly.
Dave, inform us.
What? And for those,
Well,
it's
why
just
are
the
they
fact that
wearing
they are
test
keeping the records. And not only to the point where they are keeping them, they will be in a situation where they will be able to identify health problems that they can sell to your insurance companies. It's more of an issue in the States, to be quite honest. Before you know about it.
So
Because
they
are in,
Gattaca, essentially.
yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
I have no problem with everybody being marked. If everybody was marked when they were born, like not marked, but took a chunk of their DNA or whatever, I'd have no problem with that if it was everybody.
Yeah.
No, I would.
Why?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like,
Because you can't trust. You can never trust your government. The comparison techniques.
Okay.
I mean, you are imagining that a perfect technology that we're not going to have for 1,000 years.
No, you're
Gattaca,
right.
bitch. Gattaca. No.
Gattaca. I'm thinking of things like, like my eyesight, which is, I have 1600 eyesight, which means something that is 20 feet away looks 1600 feet away to me. So I'm incredibly myopic, right? And it's, my glasses are not as expensive as they once were, but they're still pricey.
Ooh.
And also I have an issue with microscopic tears in the fuck me, I'm sorry. I dissected a cow's eye in elementary school, and I'm trying to remember what the word is, but basically this bit, basically like the whole bit that you can see, like I've got these microscopic tears, which if they ever, basically I can't take any eye trauma. If I take any eye trauma, I'm likely to lose sight in an eye, because I already have this natural like kind of weakness there. If there's something they could do to fix that by doing a DNA test, when I was born, like I'd be all for it. But yeah, but I do see your point. I mean, in the U.S., it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be like we're just not going to insure people.
Has anybody seen? Oh, we've got. Okay, right. There's an echo now. Echo. No, good. Has anybody seen what I'm about to put into the live chat? Right.
I don't know. I can't see the live chat. I see a lot of private chats with a single period.
Oh yes, ignore that. Ignore that. Yes, ignore that. That's me making spaces. Somebody has invented a set of adjustable lenses for glasses with a wee dial that you just adjust to change them.
Oh, that's amazing.
I put the link to the only one that I could find was the Times, just in a quick speed doing this here. But adjustable lenses for glasses, they work. They are new invention, just out. That is going to change so much, I think.
Would you please put that link in the private chat as well? Because I can't access the regular chat from here. I don't know why.
Yeah, and I'm finding it on my phone, which I can't access the private chat with.
No, that's fair. Okay, that's fine.
But Dave will do it for you. There you go. See? I knew Dave was already doing it.
Hey, thank you, sweetheart. I love you. Yeah, it's a fascinating thing because when I go to the eye doctor and they're like, okay, which looks better, A or B? And I'm looking through the thing. The problem is I breathe and it fogs up the glass on the machine. So it's like right now, like I can tell I need new glasses, but there's also a global pandemic. I don't really want to go anywhere. I don't have to go. We're on lockdown right now.
Yeah. See them?
Oh, I know her.
That's Crafty.
Hey.
The main problem I have is I am very light sensitive. The last time I went to get my eyes done, the optician had to do a reach around and actually hold my eyes open while she was doing the thing with the machine when the light blinding in, because I could not keep my eye open for love nor money, and it was just peering, just tearing up and crying. Very light sensitive. Like
on that, me too. And I get migraines, so like that's the surest way to give me a migraine. So I have to specifically ask when I go in. I'm like, hey, if you're going to chemically dilate my eyes, I need you to put me in a dark room after, not in the regular waiting room. And if I ask for that, they will do that. But yeah, it's rough, man. I feel you on that completely.
Yeah, totally blinding me. Absolutely blinding me. I just stay in the dark. It's better to stay in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
Crafty, thank you very much for coming.
How are you?
Good.
How's Sheila?
The little one would not allow me to join the other night. I do apologise. She did not go down. She was being a wee shit.
Oh no, that's grand. Yeah, the stream I did the other night was on the mother and baby homes, and it was remarkable because Tusk came in and gave his account and his family's account, and it was just you can't plan for a stream like that, you know.
No, man. No, I'm sorry. I just talked about those yesterday or very recently on a stream. No, it was yesterday. I'm sorry. It was on a stream, but yeah, I was talking about the mother and baby homes in Ireland and the mass graves they've recently discovered, and coming from a Roman Catholic background myself, it's very fucking disturbing to say the least.
Yeah, and speaking to Tusk, what became apparent was Ireland has moved to the stage where we're getting to a stage that we can talk about it, we can acknowledge it. There are other places in the world that still can't. Yeah. And that was remarkable. it was heartbreaking, but it was remarkable. So
I have the biggest urge to cross myself right now. Just when I'm not making fun, it's like just when you said there are other places in the world that can't, I had the biggest urge. It's funny how some of that indoctrination just sticks with
I
you.
know people that every time they drive past a chapel will bless themselves.
That's my mother. That is my mom.
it's
Absolutely.
drilled into you.
Yeah.
I was kind of raised Catholic. I was in the church at one stage. I was an altar server. I was in the choir. Yeah, so I know a lot about being in the Catholic Church, and
Probably it's still going on.
I was
Yeah,
a youth
that's-
minister.
Certainly, it's still going on. I mean, they might have stopped it in Ireland, but Brazil, where you know the countries where the level of control is still.
I mean, there are other places in Latin America that's even worse than Brazil, where women are being jailed and put into pretty much camps for not being able to prove that they've had a miscarriage instead of an abortion. They're being put into places run by clerics,
How do you
and
prove
the abuse is continued. So exactly. So one of the reasons why I wanted to do the stream the other day, and as hard as it was to do, was one, because the report had come out, and to
Yeah.
explain why it was so fucking ridiculous. Because what was coming out of the report was really immature language, and this idea that yes, it was bad, but we're all to blame, and when we're all to blame, there's no blame to ascribe. No, we were not all to blame. This was the church and the state. From infancy, you were
Yeah.
taught this from the
Yes,
church,
ma'am.
from the state, and they were given the church was given complete control. I mean, right now in Ireland, there is still a requirement for most public schools. This isn't even Catholic schools, for public schools to have a seat on the board of management for a cleric. So this is they still have dominance. And I wanted to raise the fact that most people wouldn't know that a few years ago, Rib would remember this, they tried to give the contract for the National Maternity Hospital over to the Bon Secure nuns who were responsible for Chew. So a lot of people wouldn't have realized that.
No.
So it's
Honestly,
still happening.
it reminds me of the public education system in the South here, in the
Yeah.
U.S. in the South, where it's like we aren't taught. I realize now, thanks to Aaron Raw and his videos, I realize now that some of my teachers were trying to teach evolution by natural selection, and did, but they didn't call it that, because they knew that if we went home and told our parents that we were learning evolution by natural selection, they'd have to deal with, you know, that. And I had but I also have biology teachers who were like, I'm a creationist, and you know, I was of that. I'm 42. I was of that generation where like we had the warning sticker on our biology textbooks of like how intelligent design is a theory, just like evolution by natural selection, and it's not. It is absolutely not. Like, it's insane. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you continue.
No, by all
So-
means, by all means.
Well, still the way they misuse the word fairy as well.
Thank you. Absolutely, they do, Jeff. Yes. It's so frustrating.
You get that off your chest, Julie?
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
I have been
Sometimes
one.
need it. I had 2 hours to rant on my stream the other night, so
Right
I
on.
still have to go back and watch the end of it. Like,
wanted to be I wanted to be a biologist when I was 13, and to walk into my 8th grade biology class and have my teacher say, you know, I believe that God created all of us, and I believe in intelligent design, and we spent 2 days on evolution, and it wasn't evolution, it was Darwin's life. That's what we learned in biology class. And I was like, okay, well, fuck me. I guess I'm not going to be a biologist. and I ended up being an English major, which frankly is lovely and great. And I love the English language, and I love literature, and I can fucking recite poems in Middle English, and $7 will get you a latte, you know. But it's like, yay, I learned that stuff, but also, God damn it, I would be so much more employable right now as a biologist.
I wanted to be a
I'm
physicist.
angry. I'm angry at that woman.
I wanted to be a
I
physicist,
had-
and now I changed tires.
Well, you see, I had a science teacher. First year science was fine. As soon as I went into second year science in second level, she believed in teaching through humiliation. So
Oh,
if you didn't get a question right, you were brought up to the front of the class and screamed at.
oh, honey, I'm sorry.
So yeah, I distanced myself for a while from science.
See, I have to
Yeah,
find that the south of Ireland, though, the south of Ireland, obviously I'm in the north, so it's different, and I'm not degrading or anything I say here, but the south of Ireland in this last maybe 50 years has come upon leaps and bounds. In so much in progressiveness, in the law changes, and I even remember being a running joke. We used to go across the border to get the lotto because the lotto wasn't available in the north, and you would know you hit the south because they couldn't afford a hard shoulder. There was no money.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
that's just mean.
That's me. Oh,
See, we said the same thing about you guys.
oh yeah.
No, the only way for us to know that we weren't in the south anymore was because all of the signs would all of a sudden not have the Irish translation.
Aye. Well, some of them do now. If you go to Newry, some of them do. Newry's right on the border, like. So if you go to Newry, some of them will in Newry. Like.
Whoever goes to Newry,
I work in Newry.
God no.
They've lost me, Jeff. Have they lost you?
A little bit.
talking Irish.
Redwood
I
pipe
never
in,
been
but
to
he's no
Ireland, so
audio.
I don't know.
Redwood
Yeah,
pipe
you're
in, but he's no
as
audio.
specific as you want. Just
No, I
so
do
you
have
know,
audio.
like,
I do
we're
have
kind of
audio.
like, okay, I don't know what.
Yeah,
Also,
Newry is a town that's on the border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland.
Oh, right.
Newry
So
is
you need to
also
go through Newry to get to Belfast.
not anymore.
And
There's the
most
bypass.
Irish people, not anymore.
Yeah.
But most Irish people would go up to Belfast for the sales.
Newry has everything now. You don't need to go to
Do you
Belfast.
mind if I ask how old you are?
Me?
No, I'm sorry, Stephen.
Stephen is a baby.
Is he a baby? How old are you, Stephen? Roughly.
17.
Yeah, actually, you know what? You don't have to say.
He has his headphones out.
He's 17.
Stephen is 12. He just has a nice beard that makes him look old.
You know what
Yeah.
Newry's wonderful for, though? Newry has a park
Did someone
it was
just say
built
I
for
was
kids.
17?
No, someone
said
said
you
you
were
were 12.
Someone just say I was
Well.
17?
Yes, you're
No,
17.
I'm 25. I'm 25.
Told you. I told
Perfect.
you. He's 12 with a nice beard. Makes him
Stephen,
look older.
I have a very intelligent, lovely niece.
I know. I just saw your comment there. I've just
If you wanna-
I've just responded to it. I'm actually, unfortunately, I'm not single at the moment. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. That's
To be
fine.
the-
I'm sorry. No, my bad.
Bearer of bad news for your nieces that I didn't existed now. So
Are we actually having that conversation? Julie, you are not that old to have a niece young enough or old enough to
Oh,
date
dude, I
him.
had my first nephew. I was 8 years old. All of my
Wait a minute,
siblings are way older than
yeah, I
I
was
am,
just gonna say,
and they all started families when they were 19.
Wait
So,
a minute.
I mean,
Julie is the same age as me.
yeah,
My
I'm
daughter is
actually older
23.
I'm older than you are. I'm older than you
Yeah.
are, sir.
Only like
I
by a
love you,
couple.
I love you, Dave. But yeah, I'm older. I will be 43, and I'm not gonna say it's this week. I'm not gonna say exactly when because I give way too much information. I dox myself too much on the internet. But I will be 43 this week.
Well, happy goddamn birthday. I'm going to
So-
change the name of this
Thank
stream
you.
to Julie's
I'm gonna-
birthday stream.
You guys
So I'm
too.
gonna be- so I'm going to be 42 at the end of the year. Can I actually ask you, Julie, is it truly the answer to life, the universe, and everything?
Well, given that my year of being 42 is 2020, nope. Nope.
Probably not.
I had a great birthday party before everything went to shit, and that was awesome. But now this week, my birthday party is going to be with 3 of our friends and on Zoom, and that's what's happening. So,
But at the end of the day, Julie, right? You're saying you're having it with 3 of your friends on Zoom. Right now, you're here with 5 of your friends on StreamYards, and we're all having the crack. You know, so either we're shit, are we shit? No, we're shit. No.
yes, no, you're not.
No, but
Thank
it's
you.
the same.
Thank you for reminding me, Robbie. You are absolutely correct. Like,
But that's the point. You're just so used to having the crack with us in this scenario that it feels real.
yeah. No, you're absolutely right. I mean, this is the best thing that's come out of this horrible fucking year that we've all had, is that I met and all of you, and I mean, I started watching Critical Questions when I was still working from home way back in March.
Yeah.
Of 2020. They sent us home and they were like, okay, work from home. And I was crushing it working from home. I was like, I'm going to make this the best work I ever do, so I don't have to do that 90-minute commute every day. This is amazing. Right. And that was where my head was at. And I would pull up Critical Questions on my phone and like have it, you know, as I was working, and it was so fun. And that's how I met Manda, which is how I met Robbie, which is how I met like all of you. Like, I mean, you know, Dave, thank you for Critical Questions.
Don't blame me. Don't blame me for
I'm not
that.
blaming you for shit, man.
No, Dave has got at least 2 subs in this last week, because I told a woman, and this particular person was off work during the furlough, had depression and stuff like that there, and was talking about, and I mentioned how Dave had started his quiz to give everybody something to get up for in the morning. I says he timed it perfectly, so it would be lunchtime for people over here in the UK, and it's first thing in the morning for everybody in America. So it was a reason for all of us to get up. And I says between the 6 people watching and the maybe 30 people in the chat, there's 40 people that has got a reason to get up in the morning just to laugh and giggle with their friends. Like,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I was such a sweet, innocent, naive fellow before I started going on Critical Questions regularly.
No, you weren't.
What have you done to me, Dave?
Oh, who we lose? Oh,
I was
We lost
stolen by
Stephen.
man and
Stephen.
adopted by Dave.
and then I filmed the whole lot.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know how I ended up on Dave's channel. I can't remember who introduced me to Dave's channel.
I put money on Jeff.
Really? On who?
On Jeff and that connection.
I don't think it was, actually.
I think it was. I think you were. It was the iNetwork. I think you were actually in the chat or
It
something.
would have been someone from the iNetwork.
Yeah.
But
Could've
that to
been
me
Barnett.
is a Jeff connection, because I know of
Could've
them
been
because
Bob.
of Jeff. So I'm still right.
my God.
The problem is I came into contact with you at the point at which sit down was splitting, and it was all weird, but I still got to know quite a few people from the iNetwork at the same time as I was trying to get to know people from the other side. And I didn't really know anyone from either.
Yeah. It was a bit of a crazy time.
Yeah.
Bit of a crazy time.
Steve-
That's all behind us.
Yeah, right? No. I really want to make it past the inauguration, and we'll just see what happens. I realize it's very centric of me. That's very like just U.S., but God. But yeah, Crafty, it's lovely to speak with you. Steven, you have a very intense look on your face. I promise I'm not trying to match you
No. That
right now. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, it's just my laptop is just a pile of fucking shit, and
Okay. No, I get that. I absolutely feel
it's
that.
just causing me untold amount of misery.
yes, I
And-
understand. This
Sure.
is the Irish
and the
anger.
stream literally keeps like there's like 4 to 5 seconds where, and this happened on my stream the last day that I was streaming as well, where for like 4 to 5 seconds I just hear nothing. It just pauses, and then it just the audio just kind of catches up, and it's very fucking annoying. So
Yeah, I can
Stop to
see.
sort that out. Dave, if you want to help me out with this because you're the fucking computer person, then you fucking feel free.
I actually
I have been in
on
Steve.
my-
I have been in Steven's
Yeah, no,
situation.
so right now it's just not working out very well.
I've been in Steven's situation, and yeah, you just sort of sit here and do this. That's exactly what you do. You sit here and you just go, I'm gonna fucking stab someone.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna fucking stab someone.
Yeah, that's it's literally the thought that is right there in the center of my
Yeah,
brain.
yeah.
As in, I literally went to the point where I was trying to, because I have the S20 Plus, I installed fucking Samsung Dex on my laptop, but I couldn't do it that way because it wouldn't connect the fucking microphone and to it. It's the only reason I wasn't doing that.
But can I make a
But
suggestion?
genuinely, my fucking phone is better than my laptop.
Yeah,
So,
can I make a suggestion?
go on, tell me.
Yeah, you should just drop out on your
Yes.
laptop and join on your fucking phone.
Yep.
Yep,
I-
just
I-
join on
I
your
was just
phone.
gonna say, I have a fucking USB connection. That bear with me.
Oh,
Give me
there we
that.
go. This now he's got it right.
Uh-oh.
You see the way? Did you see the actual weight drop off his shoulders there? Right? Because he's got an idea. But this is the problem, right? Once
You're giving
that
me an
doesn't
idea,
work,
just bear with me just for 2 months.
once that doesn't work, this actually builds. Once you drop that weight and set it off to the side, it starts to grow. And if this doesn't work and it jumps back on, it's 10 times worse. And then he gets back to, I'm gonna fucking stab someone. I'm gonna stab someone.
You know, Robbie,
Yeah.
I'll be.
I had
I'll
a
be-
laptop. Yeah, I had a laptop up until recently, up until July, I want to say, and you couldn't save anything on it. Literally, there was no space on it. It was something that I had for fucking years, and so I got a payment in July, and I got myself a brand new laptop. It's an Asus TUF, so it's one of the gaming laptops. So,
Yeah.
I'm so happy. Like I'm not even using a mic. I'm using the mic on the laptop.
And you sound really good.
This isn't even my mic. I love when that happens.
Errant Massa in the chat is asking me about. A lot of people ask me about that. I do know of Discworld, but no, it's just Hogfather as in MathPig, because on Twitter, some fucker stole MathPig and then got banned, so I can't even ask him for the fucking name. So I was MathPig1, and it was just annoying the tits out of me. So I went with Hogfather because nobody had Hogfather, and it was.
I'm a fan. I love Pratchett. Pratchett is one of my favorites.
Never read it.
Oh, I love Pratchett.
I never really. Yeah, I never really I've never really got my head around a lot of the Discworld stuff. I tried with it, but I think it's
You
one of
can't
those things
spend
you
your time
either.
living in Bristol and not.
What, Dave?
You can't spend your time living in Bristol when he lived there and not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. That's all right for me. I don't live in Bristol, so you know.
I did.
I know.
Yes,
There's
Titan.
Pratchett and Philip Pullman. They're two of my favorites.
No, I don't like Pork Papa. B's in the chat going Pork Papa. I don't like.
See the
Pork
one.
Papa.
See the one everyone told me to read was Going Postal for fairly obvious
Oh,
reasons.
it's one of my favorites.
I tried to, but I think it's one of those things you either get
That's
it or you
later.
don't.
It's not one of his
Yeah.
better books.
No,
Yeah.
what you do is or what I did anyway. I had when I was in school, I had there was this little tiny library in the school, and I mean they had about 100 books. Like it was tiny, and one of the series they had was the they had Harry Potter, they had Philip Pullman, and they had Pratchett and Tolkien. So what would happen was she would give me a book. She would give me the first in the series. So I read it in the series. And it was a hell of a lot easier, I suppose, because I was reading them when I was like 12. It was a lot easier.
Sure.
Loved it.
And Tolkien and Terry Pratchett are great.
But ironically,
know.
but ironically, I've got somewhere in my room as a little ornament. Somebody actually gave this to me of Terry Pratchett's death riding the motorcycle. So it's
Nice.
weird. I've got this.
Yeah, Pratchett is one of my favorite authors.
Oh, so great. I mean, yeah, I haven't read all of his books because, oh my gosh, so many. But, you know, Good Omens and a couple of the Discworld
I
novels
think-
I've read, and it's just everything. It's all good. You
See,
can't.
I've got
go
to
wrong.
try. I've got to try probably read Good Omens at some point because I do like Neil Gaiman. So
Dude, you have to. What, Jeff? What the fuck, man?
Julie is not happy, Jeff.
You have to read Good Omens. How have you not read Good Omens, motherfucker?
She's
Do you
gonna
know what
come
you
at
do?
you with a crop.
You know what you do? Yes, definitely read the books. I had this debate with my sister the other day, and I'm one of these people. I like to read the series, the book series before I would watch something. She's the opposite because she wants to get more detail. Obviously, there's more detail in the books than there is in the movies or the series. So watch the series on Going Postal before you read the book.
Agreed.
Okay.
And Jeff, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you. I was just genuinely surprised. Because you
Oh, the outrage.
as someone who would have read I'm sorry. It is not a value statement, everybody. This is not a value judgment. This is just a.
This is
Oh my
worse
God,
than
you
Critical
love this book
Cripples
so
channel.
much.
This is worse than Critical Cripples channel. There's no value, there's no judgment, there's no nothing. It's
No,
just the
I'm
gutter.
just saying, like, if Jeff and I were sitting together, having some drinks, I'd be like, dude,
It's
you
one
will
of
love
those
this
things
book.
you probably would have put money on me having read that, and
I
you'd be
would
surprised.
have,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
You do realize
I'm genuinely, and I would have given you my copy and said, dude, fucking borrow this, go read it, and let's talk about it later over drinks, because you will love this. Like,
MathPig spent like 15 minutes slagging off Jefferson the other night because he kept interrupting Amanda.
well, that's only fair.
It's funny though. It was fucking
was comical.
Hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. And then we went on his channel. Did you watch his channel afterwards?
I watched some of it, but like I was exhausted, so
I just me giving Jill shit.
yeah.
But that's
Pretty much
deserving.
it.
That's deserving. And just calling P Mars a racist.
Oh, that guy. He's still about.
I had to do a 5-minute video for the Lone Wanderer on how Trump has affected my life, and one of the bullet points, I made a list, and one of the points on the list was, I now know which members of my family are completely racist, which
That's helpful.
yeah.
They might not be racist. It's just that they might not be racist. They might not be racist. It's just that racism isn't. It's just that racism isn't a red line for them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, honey, you're very kind.
That's do you know what she just did there? Do you know what she just did there? I found out since joining YouTube that Southern Americans or people from the US in the South do this thing where they say "bless your heart."
Yeah, I did a bless your heart one day.
Yeah, that's what has happened here.
We get a lot of bless your heart.
It is absolutely what. Dave, it's fair. It's fair. Honey.
I get a God bless you every fucking goddamn day. Every time, when you leave it, at least out with one of the customers, all goddamn one of them will say, bless you.
Have a bless.
It took me a while actually to figure out, because I wasn't familiar with like sort of the American, sort of Southern American lingo, that when people saying bless your heart to you, that it was a little bit condescending.
Yeah,
like,
hidden inside, unless the person is terminally ill, in which case it's meant legitimately. That's the only time. Like if somebody has cancer and someone says, oh, bless their heart, that they mean, hey, Sam. They mean it legitimately.
Steven,
Dave, I'm sorry, man.
There's a lot of religious people around where I would live, and the one generally would be of the older generation. Don't get me wrong, but I would be in customers' cars, and your car at a certain point would be, your own personal space. You have your own personal things in it. And
Can I just interrupt? Sorry. All of this chaos with Steven's computer has aged him terribly.
Yes.
Yeah, Steven, I can't hook you up with my niece anymore.
You see, this is the thing, right? Can I just, Geo, right? I know you've just joined, okay? But can I swap you just for 1 second to see if Stephen eventually got it right just as you joined and he lost his slot? No, we'll keep you on for a wee minute. Oh, I just want to swap and see if it's working. I'll do it with Julie. No, I'll do it with Julie. Julie's been here talking forever and a day. Stephen.
Yes, hello.
Is that working now?
It's, yeah.
That's
Seems
too
to be
late.
anyway.
You lost your
Are you
slot,
guys able
man.
to hear me?
You lost your slot. It's too late now.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, everything's working. Can you hear us?
All right, yeah, no, I can hear you, yeah.
There you go. What did you do? Just join on your phone like we told you to at the start?
Well, yes, but you see, I thought that because I have a USB-C dongle that my phone was going to be able to power it because it's a USB-C connection, and just that didn't work, and then I cried for a little bit, and it was just, yeah.
You need a USB to go to power it.
Yeah,
I just want to point out, right? I just want to just like say that just to kind of put into perspective, just in case anybody thinks that I'm like exaggerating just how shit my laptop is. My phone has 3 times the RAM that my laptop does. So yeah, it's pretty
I don't think
shit.
you know how much RAM your phone's got.
I do. My phone has 12 gigs and my laptop has 4.
Yeah, I don't think it does have 12. I think that's your storage, not your RAM.
No, that's 12 gigs of RAM. Yep, it's the S20 Plus, man.
Oh, he's read the technical literature.
I have.
Did you watch the new review on the new Sam? What did you have? The new...
So I have the S20 Plus. I've seen like the revealing of the S21s and the Ultras and all that sort of crack.
Right, and I watched a review the other day, and literally what I think it was in the first description he said it was like, who does Samsung think they are? OnePlus?
What? Okay, why is that? What was his reasoning for that?
The styling of the phone, the way they have lowered the price of the phone, the fact that they're not adding any extra bullshit and they're just using basic software.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, sure, like One UI was kind of like that's when that kind of happens. Like that's when they kind of stripped.
We are not doing a
changed to, like,
phone
more
review.
kind of...
I'm just going to say that OnePlus 6
I know that
is better than all your phones because that's the one I use. The best phone.
Well,
although, did you see my wonderful new sticker for the back that I am not allowed to take off? It is Peppa Pig with her face painted as a tiger.
Nice. Well, come here, guys. I have to jump off because I am up at about 6:30, 7 o'clock for work tomorrow. So I'm going to run. Thank you for inviting me on.
Crafty, thank you for coming. And thank you for inviting me the other day. I'm really sorry I didn't get to join. Elena just would not fucking let me. She's, since school's been off now and since Christmas when we took our dummy off her, it's very hard to get her into you're going to bed now mode. So 8:30 has now become like 11 o'clock, and it's like, I'm gonna fucking stand.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because I fell asleep earlier on as well, so I'm awake now, so it's gonna be hard to try and actually sleep. But I gotta go try. I have to try at least.
Glass of warm milk.
But just if people are interested, I will be doing. I'm starting a series because I look at things from a sociological perspective and
tell us your background there as well, if you wouldn't mind, Crafty.
Yeah, I have a background in sociology, so when I started my channel, I went on to Mr. Sensibles and I was asked to start a channel because I had a flat earther in my house and kind of managed to change his mind about a lot of conspiracies. And yeah, so I started my channel looking at debunking conspiracies from a sociological standpoint. So that's kind of what I do. And because of the anti-masker sentiment at the moment, I'm looking at my new series is going to be on the social contracts, the idea of social contracts and what it means for real life. So that's going to be the plan. I also have a series called Challenging Conspiracies where I go through the different conspiracies and try to debunk them and explain a bit about where they come from, why the ideas stick, and then I do live streams too. So, yay!
Ireland just has it all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doesn't adjust.
Doesn't adjust, hey.
It doesn't just have the like best people who have the most amount of crack, but it also has the best content pumping out of it. I mean, you know.
On at least 2 out of them 3 channels.
Mm.
Guaranteed 2 out of them 3 channels is good. Don't know why anyone's here.
So come here. Thanks again for having me on. I will talk to you later. I'll be in the side chat for a little while until I fall asleep. So
Hugs
bye,
and
folks.
kisses. Hugs and kisses.
Bye, Keela.
See you, Keela.
Okay, she's amazing, and I feel lame. I can't follow that shit. She's like Irish warrior goddess woman, and I'm like, hi, I'm from the colonies.
If it makes you feel any better, you're our token set of boobs tonight, because it's just a big pile of
Oh,
sausage.
okay. Oh wait, I'm not wearing a bra. This is amazing. Hey, there we are.
Yeah, that's you.
There's
you.
not a lot
Unless
going
Jump.
on.
Jump up and down.
frankly. No, I'm not going.
Unless you want to count my man boobs, that is. But
I'm a B cup. There's not much happening there, but hey, cool. I'll be your token I'll be your token badge tonight. It's fine. I have no worries.
Well, we could ask Stephen to dress up, but he's not. He hasn't got a good camera tonight.
I was just going to say, I barely am fucking connected to the stream. Can we leave the drag act aside for just tonight? Can we?
We can, Stephen, absolutely. But I love that you have your own set just ready to go. I absolutely love that.
I mean, it's not as if I get it out very often, but it is there.
Dude, no, I'm not judging in any way except an appreciation, because the first time you were like, oh, I'll do this if we reach this goal or whatever, and I was like, oh my god, this dude's amazing. Like, this is so great. So
Well, I will say
it's
this.
like-
Sorry, go on ahead
Sorry,
there,
Matthew,
Stephen.
go on.
No, go on ahead.
It was something that I Googled because I was just very, very curious. It turns out that I am something called metrosexual, which basically means that I like women and their hair care products.
fair.
That's
No,
like a very, very, very brief sort. Like, I'm extraordinarily comfortable with my sexuality, so much so that I don't see any problem with dressing up like a lady. I don't have any issues with that. So yeah.
And I gotta say, like, to any, and I know you're not single. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to like pimp you out or anything, but like, I gotta say, like, as a woman, someone who identifies as a woman, I gotta tell you, like, that's really fucking attractive. It's nice. I'm genderqueer myself, so I kind of identify as a tomboy, which is a weird thing to identify.
I used that descriptor less than 3 days ago, Julie, for a particular person. So tomboy it's a good descriptor.
Yeah, it is. It's weird. I don't. Every once in a while, I feel like femming it up, literally like 2 or 3 times a year. I'll wear a cocktail dress and I'll wear heels and shit like that. But most of the time, I'm like, I want jeans and a t-shirt and fuck off. And I like my hair long, but fuck off with the rest of it. I don't.
I like my hair long too.
I love you, Robbie.
Don't
But
judge
yeah.
me. I used to have long hair. That's how my hand thing does be perfect, because I used to have long
There
hair.
you go.
But do you have to look so camp when you do it?
Yes, that's the point. It's muscle memory from me making fun of myself for so long. Self-deprecation, Dave.
Self-deprecation is a good form of satire.
Build confidence in yourself as well.
Absolutely.
If you can't laugh at yourself and be comfortable in
I have
yourself.
like none of right now, y'all. I gotta say, I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm just gonna open myself up to attack here, but
50
yeah.
views, Julie's going mankini.
Nope, I am not. I am not that confident with my body. But I will say that I have not been employed since July, and I've been working since I was 17, and I'm 42. This is not normal for me, and I understand that it's the pandemic and it's not normal for anyone, and I should be grateful that I'm not fucking dead. I get that, but literally the best job I've ever had in my life I was laid off from, and I think I'm allowed to be sad about that. And
very much are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I'd really like to find another one, and I'm applying for between 4 and anywhere from 4 to 8 to 10 jobs a week, and nothing. I mean, I've literally had 3 interviews since July of
The
2020.
problem is until the thing starts picking up and everything can open again properly. Because at the end of the day, lots of businesses are still shut down because their owners are sane.
Yeah, and that's fair. And I recently,
And that's more likely in tech.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
until
Dave, you're right. Like my therapist even said recently, like, is gig work out of the question? And I was like, okay, well, what do we mean by that? Because, you know, I started talking about the restaurant I worked in, you know, as an undergrad and in grad school, and I was like, no, I don't want to work with making food for people right now because pandemic, you know. And but are there other things? You know, are there other, you know, side hustles I could do? You know, and so yeah, trying to think about that, making a lot of pros and cons lists.
OnlyFans.
Only. Oh my God, no, no one needs to see. I'm barely comfortable with Junkshop seeing me naked. I can't even.
Start small. Get a mankini.
And I love sex, but I am in the worst shape of my life at the minute because I haven't done anything since March, and I weigh more than I ever have in my entire life, and I feel gross and awful, and I can't.
If it makes you feel any better, do you remember a few months ago when I said if it makes you feel any better, do you remember a few months ago when I said I'd lost the stone? I put it all back on again from going back to work.
You need to be carrying more tires again.
Well,
I'm eating more.
It's fine.
Hmm?
I mean, MathPig, honestly, the only thing embarrassing about your mankini shot was that I saw more of you than I was expecting to. It wasn't a bad experience. It was just a surprising one.
That's Stephen's fault.
It was at least.
That's all Stephen's fault. He made me twirl. You fucking insisted on the twirl. I was fine up until the twirl.
No, hang on. You promised you would twirl, and I made you hold that promise. I didn't force you to do anything.
Receipts. Show me a receipt, please. I think you guilted me into it because
It's in the fucking stream. It's in the stream. That's your receipt. You said that you would twirl early on before you put the mankini on.
At 12
you
o'clock.
Said that you would twirl,
At
yes,
12 o'clock.
and then you didn't twirl, and I kept saying, but you have to, because you said that you would, and then you did.
I have
it's just as well you didn't agree to twerk.
But making a reference back, if I can,
do that as well.
if I can, making a reference back to what Julie said earlier, is the fact that, number one, the mankini happened because I announced it on Twitter, and I would never live it down if I didn't. And number two, as you said, Stephen, Sid going to twirl on stream, can't live it down if you didn't. So the more you tell people, there's a guilt factor. There is a guilt factor.
Yeah, no, as I said at the time, like, MathPig is a man of his word, absolutely.
Crafty backs me up. Crafty backs me up. Sorry to interrupt. Crafty backs me up. All Stephen's fault.
Absolutely, she does. Yeah, and I will say...
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Crafty is lying. She is lying. She's taking the piss. She is lying.
She is not lying. Dude, I love you. You're awesome, but no, she's not lying. Here's the thing. Okay, so you've got
I'll pull up the fucking stream with a separate tab if I have to.
Oh man, I'm proud of it as fuck. I actually told, like, a customer asked me the other day. He was like, "Did you have a good Christmas and New Year's?" And I was like, "Christmas was great, spent it with the child. New Year's Eve was meh." And he was like, "What do you mean by that there?" And I was like, "Oh, I run a YouTube channel and was so close to 1,000, told him the wee story and all." And then he went, "And did you do it?" I goes, "Fucking sure she did it." And he goes, "What's your name?" And he looked it up, right? And he's standing there with the girlfriend. He's like, "Look at this fucking cunt. He fucking did it."
You're so getting a sexual harassment claim.
Probably. Man, I have my 3 months for review to decide whether I get to keep my job next Monday. Like,
Can I tell you guys something? You and the rest of the internet, something that's kind of personal. It's not. I don't like photographs. Of course, I was friends with 2 photography majors in college. So there are, if you look hard enough, yeah, there are nudes of me out there for sure, from when I was much younger. But also, like, I'm just not like the whole what I'm good at in terms of the boudoir. What I'm good at is what I can do with my body. It's not what my body looks like. That's not it. So it's does that make sense?
I totally understand what you're saying.
Thank you.
100%. The stereotypical idea of what is attractive now has been created in this last 100 years. If you look back at actual pictures and stuff like that there, and I seen in a movie once before, it was like what's appealing to the eyes and what's actually appealing to the body and the hands is completely different.
Thank you. And yeah, like I have skills and I have things that I can do.
Ox says he has them. He will post them to Twitter if you want him to.
No, you may not. But unless
yes, please.
You're my lover, like you're never gonna know that. So it's kind of like
Dave,
fans is pointless.
Dave, you shouldn't be encouraging. You shouldn't be encouraging like embarrassing stuff on the internet. Could I just remind everyone there's a Twitter poll going now for Dave to do the funky gibbon?
This really isn't.
You see, that's the thing. Dave didn't put that up. You put that up. So that's not acknowledgement and asking for peer pressure.
I think we got Lone Wanderer to blame for that one, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, there's an American
I just decided to jump on the bandwagon and take it a bit further.
There are hundreds of critical cripples in the world. It could be any of them.
There's hundreds of critical cripples by name on Twitter, or hundreds of actual critical cripples. Because they're two totally different things.
That's by what I said.
Dave, I don't think you saw this in the show today, but I did mention that there is a wedding dance in the U.S. That's fairly modern and God damn it, if you're in the wedding party, you have to do it, and it's called the Funky Chicken, which is similar.
Over here, what is it? The one that they do, Dave? Everyone sits down, rock the boat. They do rock the boat over here.
Yeah,
we have the birdies. We have the birdie song.
Why? Where did everybody go? Where did the stream go?
Yeah, they got the birdie song in America as well, Dave. I think they call it the chicken dance or something there.
With a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and a shake and a bump, do 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 do, with a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Where did the stream go? The stream.
Yeah.
Does anyone else see that the stream is showing completely?
The stream is still going, but we're not there.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Are we not there?
No.
Can they hear us?
I'm hoping that they can hear us. Can they still hear us?
Oh well. Hello, stream. Can you hear us? Please let us know.
Yes, they can hear us, but black boxes.
Right. Well, that's shit.
Oh, that sucks. I actually look pretty good this evening.
MathPig, put your shirt back on.
Hold on. I think I have it. There we go. No, live production, folks. Live production.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I totally.
It was one of us, wasn't it?
What?
Now it all looks screwy.
No, it doesn't look screwy. You're wrong. You're just delayed by. No, you're delayed by 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Boom. There you go.
Robbie, I don't let me forget. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was going to bring it up, but I want to talk to you about something, not publicly.
Man to man, woman to woman.
Yeah, pretty much. Some shit that came out in the news recently, and I want your take on it, but I don't want to.
Yes, Dave is pan. He is greedy, and he does have his own version of the mankini. All are true. Sorry. Oh shit, that was private.
That's lovely.
MathPig is the serial killer.
Steven is adorable. I wasn't kidding. Like before I knew that Steven wasn't single, I was not kidding about setting up.
I think you still are, because we were talking about murdering someone and you went straight to how hot Stephen was.
With Stephen. What? Murder? I wasn't talking about murdering anyone. Was I?
No, Dave did.
You weren't, but it was briefly mentioned that MathPig may or may not be a serial killer.
MathPig is not a serial killer.
Are you sure?
Yep.
How well do you know serial killers?
I'm an American way too well.
Well, I mean, I'm not suggesting that MathPig is like the Zodiac killer, but have you ever seen MathPig and the Zodiac killer in the same place at the same time?
Oh my God, the Zodiac. Okay, so
You know.
dumb. No, man, it's yeah. I love you, Jeff. I wish I had a niece for you, but I don't. There just aren't enough of them.
Are you just pouring out your nieces? All I can actually see, right? Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question? Hold on, before it's ruined, does anybody else think that the way GeoSam's seat and mic is pointing is a bit... No? Dave sees it. Dave sees it.
I want to know why Stephen is good enough for your nieces, but Jeff isn't.
Oh.
But the thing is,
Dave, the numbers are going up. The numbers are going up. Drama.
God damn it. Shh, Robbie. Shh.
I can't believe that you're shushing me. Okay.
Jeff, the reason I'm not hooking you up with my niece, the particular one I'm thinking of, who is an adult and is incredibly talented and is going to university now, is in part, there's a bit of an age gap, and also she is at the moment an evangelical Christian. I think she's going to grow out of it. I really do. I have a lot of as her father puts it, my brother, she's the most worldly of his children. So I'm really, and she and I have watched like Death Note together and a bunch of other stuff that she wasn't supposed to watch. So I'm really hoping it works out that way. But honestly, no, it's just, there's just an age difference and a gap and all that stuff. Jeff, you're lovely, and believe me, if I could get you into my family.
What is this, everyone? What is this? Everyone is trying to hook me up with random people on the Insta like this week.
Because you tell everybody on every stream how bad your sex life and your date life is.
And I love her.
I've got a nephew I could hook you up with.
Yeah, slight problem there, Dave.
But also we can't. We can't travel to the UK right now, so there's a lot of.
No, it just seems to be a theme this week of people trying to hook me up with people on the internet that I don't even know. So.
Who else has tried?
I know what he's talking about.
No, Dave, you know damn well what I'm talking about as well, but I don't look at.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, Jeff. I don't mean to do that to you. It's like What
I know people were joking about the other thing, but
Well, I mean, like what makes me happy in my relationship is not necessarily what makes anyone else happy. It is what it is. And
Nerdy says, if anyone else knows single adults ... math dating.
I actually have someone working on a website for a new approved because the Wix one's running out. I'm going to have to change it to somewhere else. But
right, since we're here, what ages are your nieces?
This one, the one that's single, is 21, and she's a creative writing major, 21, which is at the university where I went to. And so she is literally, like, my teachers see her last name, my former professors and my former colleagues see her last name, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, are you Julie's? Are you?
Is she straight? Is she straight?
She's straight, and she is very, very lovely and very fucking awesome.
So we're looking for a 19 to 27-year-old single male.
What's the actual? Isn't there a rule though for the lower limit? Isn't it half plus 7 or something?
Yes.
Something like that, yeah. Is she? I'm sorry. Does this mean she's too young for Jeff?
I'd say so.
What age are you, Jeff?
I'm 41. Sorry.
Right, so half of that is 22 and a half plus 7.
What's this math you're using?
I don't know.
I tell you
Oh,
what,
it's some
I tell
made
you
up shit.
It's some made up. This is the safe age limit that you're allowed to
Yeah.
date without being creepy.
I married Junkshop, and they're 6 years younger than I am. I mean, technically, I'm Gen X, and Junkshop is a millennial.
6 is nothing. 6 is nothing.
We're not finding anyone. There doesn't seem to be anyone in the chat.
Who the fuck cares?
Do you have an older niece?
I do, but she's not single. She has a boyfriend.
Too bad.
Any
I
single
have two
sisters?
actually. I have two older nieces. One who's married, and one who has a very serious boyfriend. So it's the third one.
Well,
Close friends?
Tell them to break up.
Yeah.
I
We'll
will
find
not.
someone better.
Because I like my.
Like,
No, look. You guys have heard me talk about my niece who's a nurse. Yeah.
Yeah, but what age is your daughter, Dave? Do you want to pimp your daughter out to someone else here? Like, you know.
Fuck you.
Well, it's Christian talk. It's Christian. Dave's a Christian. Isn't that what you do in the
Why are
Christian
you
nation?
using the word pimp, man? Robbie, what is wrong with you? You have a daughter. Dude, that's not okay. No,
Yeah, don't use that word, Robbie.
Bad word.
Yeah, it's a bad word.
Bad
My
word.
niece that I talk about, who's a nurse, she has a boyfriend. They're good.
Do you actually
They're
think that I'm
together.
serious, Julie?
I hope not. No, I don't think you're serious.
Exactly. You see, this is a stream I wanted to have. Is things that you say and words that you can say and people taking offense for the sake of taking offense. Dave is the person that I made the joke at, and Dave laughed.
I'm sorry. It's just,
No,
had
I
a
understand. I said it because I've had a few drinks and you're defending because... No.
You don't know them, and that's okay.
No. I do know them. They've been... Well, I don't know them, but I've met them and talked to them to the point where I do not... they exist. But,
They do. They
Yeah.
do.
I've had a few drinks and said it as a joke, and you're defensive because you've had a few drinks and you're... But Dave laughed. And I do apologise for making this back and forth between us. And but
you're all good.
But it's something that I find happens an awful lot, especially on fucking Twitter. You make a joke, you make a saying, say for toxic between friends, that's a private joke or whatever, but saying it in a public forum then causes all these other people to come up and go, well, this is real life for me.
Yeah.
You've now offended me. And you're like, well, I don't know who you are.
Well, you can't have a nuanced conversation on Twitter. Not limited, those limited characters. You can't do it.
I don't
It's
understand why
impossible.
people try. You can have fun, you can have arguments, you can't have nuance. And when you try and do nuance, you just get frustrated.
Yes.
You've got to go harsh.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly, Dave. You are exactly right. Yeah. And it sucks. I mean, and then there was one time like in Robbie's chat, Smokey Sane came in, and I was a bitch. I was a complete. I'm not.
Oh no, Julie! I will not even. I don't know the context of what happened, but I will not even let you put yourself down. You were speaking about that person, so you were not a bitch. You were no.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's
I was
just
just going to say, like, when
nice.
we're talking about icky taint, yeah, you're never in the wrong. You're never in the wrong.
Well, and
Never.
thank you. And frankly, at that point in time, I didn't know how awful he was, but he was saying these things in the chat, and I was like, and I finally just said, "Fuck off." And
You should have started with that. You should have just started with that.
No, it's all good. This is ages ago, man. It's ages ago. You came in and you were like, hey, you two, like, behave or whatever. And I apologized to you. I was like, you're right. It's your stream. I'm sorry. I won't, because I was just in the chat.
Yeah.
And so what do you think? We were just in the chat. So I was like, nope, your stream, your rules. It's fine. Smokey continued to be a fucking asshole. And
I'm very shocked by that.
yeah, I'm not either now. But I didn't know that at the time. I had honestly, it was kind of miraculous. I don't know fucking how, but I had honestly never encountered someone like that before. And I was like, dude, you are being so misogynistic. How do you not even see it?
I am
Anyway.
so going to just say this, and then I hope that we move on, because it'll only be this 30 seconds, and he'll have to watch 3 hours to find it. But Spooky was the first person to bring this to my attention before Rage found it, like a full 24 hours before Rage found it. His face and his name, I'm totally making a troll account. Totally making a troll account. Now let's not talk about it and move on.
All right. Hey, Sam, what's up? We're just bitching about Smokey saying.
Sam's muted. Sam, I'm
you're
just
muted, Sam. You're
loving
muted.
the hand motions. Totally muted.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything.
Oh no, we love you.
Don't say that.
You are not who we were complaining about at all.
Right. What age woman would you like to be hooked up with?
Who, me?
Yes.
Yep, math dating.
well-
We're going with MathPig dating.
MathPig dating. Someone in their 50s?
In their 50s?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's into boats, graphic art, big cups, and computers.
Julie,
Sam,
what have you got?
well, I've got an aunt who's single. And I mean, she's older than Sam, I think, but not by a lot. Just
Are we
saying.
actually doing this?
Yeah, I think we should change the name to the stream of like the
Say
fucking
no more.
MathPig,
Say no more.
you know, dating show or hookup show or something, you know, like where we try and do matchmaking, that sort of crack.
Except
so
everybody
funny.
here, there's only one
Sorry.
person. Well,
I
there's
do
2
this
people
to
here that are
everyone.
single. There's only 2 people here that are single.
I'll take it.
He's having it, Jay. He's having it.
We've got a match. We've got a match.
We got a match.
It's so funny. I do this to everybody because I love being in love, and like I love being with Junkshop, and I forget that is not the end all be all of everyone's lives. You know, it shouldn't be. It's fucked up.
I've got very mixed feelings on it because I do get very feel very lonely at times. I get a bit down about it, but at the same time, I don't know that I really miss being in the relationship. It's really weird how I feel about it.
Yeah.
So
No, it's fair. It's fair, honey, because like at the same time, like, you know, I had an incredibly horrible first marriage with an abusive, awful person, and you know, it wasn't good, and I stayed in it because, you know, good Catholic girl, we don't get divorced. Yeah, so 10 years later, you know, yeah, whole different world for me. And it was still awful. It was still very much a mourning process that I went through. So, yeah, so I'm sorry. I don't mean to
is
be
it?
again at everybody. I don't mean
Yeah.
to. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It is a bit of a morning
There you go.
process.
Julie just ruined the stream. Thanks everybody for coming.
Yeah.
It's been a really nice night, and you know, appreciate you all coming.
See you later.
Do you know what I've been doing this last 10 minutes, right? More than the last 10 minutes, especially with Julie's camera. Is that an actual cauldron that you have behind you?
No, that is a dead plant.
That's a plant,
It is
right?
cauldron.
And then moving on, right? Really quickly, I'm just going to go through and judge everybody's camera here. I'm just judging everybody. She has a cauldron. Stephen is wasting electric because he has a fucking TV going in the background for no apparent reason whatsoever.
Yeah, but let's just kind of flex a little bit. What's next to that TV? What's right next to that TV? Just flex a little
A piece of overpriced plastic that I could probably beat with 160 quid if I upgraded my computer. Oh, you mean a PS5? You mean a PS5?
Yeah, that's what I
Sorry.
meant, yeah.
To the room.
Look, man, if I spent how much did that PS5 cost you?
500?
500.
So there's that.
Right.
Yeah.
If I spent 400 on a 3080, if I could find one, probably in India, I would have a 4K better screen. Like, moving on. Geo, you have a boat on your shelf. Or your bookcase.
Back there, yeah.
Did you build that?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I finished judging everybody. Thank you very much. Moving on.
What's the next topic on the agenda?
I think when I stood up just then to show you that the dead plant wasn't a cauldron, was it obvious I wasn't wearing a bra?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
I don't think
fantastic.
so.
Excellent. It'll help your channel that I wasn't, but
Oh no, I'm more
of
of an ass man. I was looking over there.
Oh, thank you. I have a great ass, I gotta say.
It's
or-
built in. I don't know.
You know, or so I've been told in public.
That's sneaky of you. That's sneaky of you, MathPig.
Sneaky of me. She got up and bent over to go look at her cauldron, and it's sneaky
I know,
of me.
I know.
I did. Yeah, no, it's fair. It's
I'm
fair.
just saying, a gentleman probably wouldn't look, but you know, there you go.
I didn't announce it. She
fucking
fucking
with you,
asked
boys.
me. She fucking asked me. All right. She wants the attention. Give her the attention.
Fucking with
I'm-
you.
I'm pansexual. I would have looked.
I'm just okay.
Funny thing is,
For other
thing
people
is-
who are on the room right now, or for like a lot of people, like it's just the fact that I had to point out that I was joking. You're fucking Irish. You get the Irish sense of humor.
The fact that I'm that ignorant and that Irish that you don't get that I
I
know
do.
that you're joking means that you're not Irish enough. And you're from the south.
I was just going to say, but like that was a cute line. But which one of us is from the real Ireland?
You know, you're from the south, hey.
God damn. Okay. You know what?
We could slip all into Irish. We could go full Irish. You know?
Yeah.
And I explained this to someone the other day, hey, right?
Slugs
That
of
when
all the-
somebody puts on this Irish accent doesn't exist. This is just the stereotypical Irish accent that people assume that everybody's going to fucking talk about.
Mhm.
See, like she's humming. She's loving this because this is the pure Irish accent. This Irish accent doesn't exist. Crafty has probably the best.
I was absolutely taught to.
No, if you walk around Ireland, there's
Irish
people who put on the Irish accent, and you will walk around Ireland and you will never find it. Crafty has probably the closest to what I would consider an Irish accent.
Yeah.
Crafty has a beautiful accent.
I think she's Dublin.
Or like that, like stereotypical Irish accent. Yeah, she's Dublin, but she also spent a little while in Limerick, so that's probably where the
Yes, that's what I was going to say, because it's
blend
not
is
that
kind of
Dublin.
coming,
And guys, I've never told you about this student I had. Okay, so I had this student who was from Ireland, right? He was from he said outside of Limerick is what he said, because I wouldn't have recognized the town, the village, right? And his name was Cormac McCardle, right? So like his name meant like wolf's son and shit. I couldn't look at him in the face. He had this
Guess
beautiful
what?
accent.
Guess what? Guess what?
What?
Donna just woke up.
Okay. I'm gonna finish telling you about Cormac McCardle, whether you like it or not. Okay, so anyway.
Okay, sorry to make this not about the main guest that was supposed to be here tonight and all about you, Julie. Go on ahead.
Yeah, it should be all about me. You're fucking right. Anyway, so he comes up to me and he's like, Miss, can I turn my paper in on Thursday? And I'm like looking at his shoes because I've read Foucault and I absolutely understand power dynamics, and I'm like, I am not about to fuck my student. So I'm like, yeah, whatever you want, Cormac, it's fine. Just fine. Let's do that. Yeah, and that was oh my god, he was amazing. He was a footballer, like y'all's football, not ours. Like he was great, and so yeah, Cormac McCardle, I gotta say, amazing human being, and wrote very good papers as well. So, yeah.
I'm just waiting for the response. She's like, "Phone was inside. I'm so sorry." I was like, "It's fine. Hey, do you want to come join? Let's see."
I never did anything wrong. I'm proud of that.
Well, there was a series written by Robert E. Howard called Cormac Mac Art. It was about an Irish, kind of superhero.
Why is it Tangelo asking if we want a link?
I don't know, Angelo always wants to talk at us about Jesus. Tangelo, I'm sorry. You're very nice, but no, honey. I spent 18 years in the Roman Catholic school system, not school system. I'm sorry, I went both school, but belief system. My parents are hardcore. They still to this day believe I'm Catholic. I can't, man. I just can't with you. And I respect.
Tangelo, do you want a link?
He's not a Roman Catholic, actually. He's an evangelical, but I respect what. Not really. I don't respect what you believe. I'm sorry. You don't want in here, man. You don't.
Tangelo, do you want a link? Oh, look at Julie's lips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, she is a wee bit Irish.
Julie.
She is a wee bit Irish. She gives it all away here. Oh, look! Someone's turned up in the chat.
Fuck! What is happening? I hate that I can't see the chat. It's
I
killing
can't
me.
see the chat 'cause I'm on my phone, sir.
Donald's
God
turned
damn
up in
it.
the chat.
Oh, what was I going to say to you, MathPig? Yeah, I hadn't actually tweeted you about this. I was supposed to. The debate that I was supposed to be setting up for your channel, yeah, that just doesn't look like it's going to be coming through, which is very upsetting because I'm currently talking to her right now. Okay, so basically, right, she has said that you can financially benefit the average American whilst not doing any kind of wealth redistribution, right? And now I have asked her for an example of that 4 times. She has not given me an example, mainly because it doesn't fucking
There isn't
exist.
one.
But right, she is. What she has just come back at is she has asked me to Google the average annual income, and what I am coming back at her with is that me and Jeff Bezos have an average of $60 billion. Just because your fucking metrics are absolutely ridiculous doesn't mean that I'm the fucking bad guy here.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
Which it is. It's ridiculous. Like me, that's 100% true. Me and Jeff Bezos have an average net worth of $60 billion. Like. Averages is just ridiculous. I don't give a fuck about your averages. It's a ridiculous metric.
Are you going to debate Dickhead and Dickhead 2 on Mother Day debate though?
So Leo put out that tweet.
I cried.
CJ...
I cried. No, I literally went over there to the corner because it's the only clean one that Stool hasn't got to because it's my own, and I cried.
CJ responded to it basically, and he said that he wasn't 100% in favor of what happened at the Capitol, and so far as I know, the last time that I checked, Maddox just didn't he didn't tweet anything. He didn't say anything. So yeah, it kind of didn't really happen, which was so upsetting because I mean, I know personally that me and Leo would have absolutely fucking crushed that. So yeah, no, it was going to be fun, but unfortunately, well, look,
I just want to clarify, right? I just want, if I can just jump in.
Wait. Julie, is that how you get a one-up in a debate?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you mean
10 more seconds? 10 more seconds.
Give Step Hen his last 10 seconds. Give Step Hen his last 10 seconds.
Step Hen, can we stop with this bullshit, please?
Just do it the next because I'm an asshole. I'm more Irish than you.
Can you not? I'm going to take advantage of the fact that that Otangelo is in the live chat. Yeah, if you want to, because I know that you're in that clique. If you want to message him and be like, hey, this has been floated, will you do it and stop being a pussy? Then I would greatly appreciate that. That'd be just fantastic.
So Dave,
if I can just say, sorry, Julie, if I can just say, Stephen, if you do what, you shut your shh. Stephen, if you would like that to happen, make a tweet, because if you make a tweet and tag everybody necessary, then all the rest of us have to do is hit retweet.
That's true. That's true. I'll work on that now. I'll
Julie,
say when it's up.
Continue.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Dave, what was your question?
Is this how you get one up in a debate?
Yep. Absolutely. I am. I honestly, it's just fucking hot in here, because my partner, is like a third of what I weigh, and they get very cold. And so our heat is on like 74 degrees, and it's too much. So
You get to throw them about though.
Yeah.
Because they're so small, you can throw them about though.
Oh no, I would never do that. They're absolutely lovely. There's nothing about Junkshop that would make me want to throw them around or even raise my voice at them.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah, sure. No, I'm a terrible top. I'm very much a bottom. Sorry. Sorry, Sam. I feel weird now.
Now you feel weird.
Yeah, because Sam and I play D&D together. We're going to talk about weird sex stuff.
How is the D&D going?
Great. I'm playing a gnome.
You're a what? You like to pet your gnome. That's literally what I heard. What?
I am a gnome.
You are a gnome.
Yeah.
She's
like, what is a gnome in the fantasy world? Because you say gnome, I think this little red-hatted fucker in the garden.
Yeah, pretty much. She's a
big leprechaun, but with a different hat.
Oh, go fuck yourself, all right? Now you're being racist.
She's an arcane trickster.
An arcane trickster.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! It just gets—it's layers upon layers, right?
It is. You asked about D&D shit, man. It's complicated. She has a pet rat named that she keeps on her person at all times, named Niblet, and she has a she also is very into her god, who is Gnarl Glittergorn. So I think I just said that wrong. Anyway, but the point is that she says by his glittering hands a lot because she's really into that god of hers. She's multi-classing, as in arcane trickster and a.
See, Doorknob Head's in the chat. He just caught up and he's like, garden gnome? Niblet? What's going on?
No. But she is only about 3 feet and some odd inches tall. She's got pink hair. She's really good at disguising and disappearing. Now, Sam plays an amazing character that I played before Sam came in. I played Longest a couple of times, and I did not do a good job. Sam does a great job. He's made Longest like a 3-dimensional character. So it's a dragonborn who's like this badass and who has been on this continent for forever and is like, you know what? Everything I know is wrong. And we have to change it. And that's the arc that specifically GeoSam created. Because
so it's GeoSam's fault that you're a garden gnome that loves niblets.
No, that's my fault. That's the character I made. But GeoSam is amazing.
I'm still very like I said. I've played D&D once. That was actually that one shot on Ring Dead. But Julie, did Ring told you about the little one shot thing that we were just messing about on a stream of mine that I just threw out as a joke, and Ring and Sam suddenly saw the possibilities with this, and the idea is that the party is going to be raiding Dinosaur Adventureland in an effort to find Kent Hovind's tax returns.
Oh.
Yes, I've heard of this, and it is amazing. And I don't think I'm a part of it, and I'm so sad. But if One Ring 42, if you're watching this.
He doesn't. Sorry. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Sorry.
It's okay.
He works weird hours anyway, doesn't he, sir?
Down with this. This is amazing.
It's all right. A lot of people don't watch this. You know, we've 22 people watching. There is 7.8 billion people in the world, so we can generally say that a lot of people don't watch this.
And You know,
I
I'm topless.
think he works some strange hours anyway, doesn't he? So, yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm not. I am.
But yeah,
That'd be a lie.
Well,
Yeah, no, that would be fantastic.
so it's just sort of possibilities of Dinosaur Adventureland being something a bit like Jurassic Park, but who knows?
Yeah, and I gotta say, given that given that the Creationist Museum and the Art Park are both in the state in which I was born, which is the great state of Kentucky, which is known for having amazing horses, among other things. Yeah, I'm real fucking upset about all of that, and it absolutely disturbs me that, you know, it was only because of my dad getting a promotion that we ended up in Memphis in a city with things like museums and culture and music, and it's just so sad.
I gotta admit, I was a bit like kind of. I mean, I went to the sort of Kentucky like history museum in Frankfurt when I went there, and it was a bit. It was a bit weird going in there and seeing like a KKK robe as an exhibit. It was a bit.
Frankfurt, yeah, for sure.
So that was a bit fucking weird, you know.
But even then, like in Kentucky, you know, yeah, absolutely, racism was there, but it wasn't as overt. Like when we first moved down here to Tennessee, and I started my first day as a ninth grader in high school. There was a white guy that I walked past in the hallway who said, "I can't believe how many N-words we have in the school." And I came right home and I asked my dad, I was like, "Where have you moved us to? I don't understand this. And I can't deal with this." Because that was such a hateful word and always has been, and it was very difficult for me it was culture shock, frankly.
Yeah.
Well, I spent time in Kentucky in Fort Knox. That's where my basic training was for.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was in the service. That's where all, just about every tank except for I think Bradley's go to get trained. It might have changed now because that was back many years ago, more than 20 years ago. But yeah, I was in Kentucky and I went to the not the World's Fair, but where they have the World's Fair and horse races and stuff. And I spent a night in the hotel. I was on leave, and I spent a night in the hotel, and some woman was trying to pick me up, and she was putting all the moves on me. All I wanted to do was get drunk off my ass and go to sleep.
Understood.
Because I was like, they were beating the crap out of me in basic training, and they gave me a week off, so I spent it in the hotel room sleeping.
No, that's fair. I get that.
Sorry, I'm texting in the chat. Noxum is wondering how I wondered and flipped to the head. This is one program called Snap Camera, something similar to Snapchat. It's what I've always used, Noxum, before I went on camera and mankini. I also have face rigs, so I can be anything from a clown to a pirate to Santa Claus to a little girl to what looks like a baby. What's supposed to look like me but doesn't have any fucking looks like.
Just don't be a clown. And
able to share the screen that I posted into.
You're going to be really awkward. I wasn't right. Hold on.
Okay, I'm just saying it's the funniest fucking tweet I've ever seen in my
Okay,
fucking life.
you
It's
talk
absolutely
amongst
hilarious.
yourselves, and I will try and do live production. Go.
Okay.
Describe the tweet while I bring up the tweet.
It's basically.
Julie, please don't stand up.
It's like. It's like a stereotypical sort of like a thing, and it's. I'm trying to describe it, but not like spoiling it. But like faster you can get this done, because I'm really not going to be able to like explain it like and not give it away. So that would just be
Rip,
fantastic.
I hear you're a comedian.
Yeah.
Run with that for
Fuck
run with that for a minute.
What do you mean, like run with that?
You're a
like,
comedian. Tell us a joke.
I don't know if I can tell you any jokes, because like, not that I don't have some to hand, because I absolutely do. But
Steven, you can do anything you want. I just took off my sweater.
well,
You did
okay, I
not,
suppose this
because
is true.
YouTube says that that's not allowed.
No, but okay, like I'll you see, because my sense of humor is very dark. I'm gonna try and do like one of the more tamer ones that I have. How can you tell the difference in a Muslim and a terrorist?
Oh fuck!
You can't, and that's kind of the problem.
Ah, damn it!
You know, I was going to say that, but I didn't think that was a joke.
No,
Well, of course it's a joke.
It's like
What do you
you could just easily insert like, how do you tell the difference between a Christian nationalist and a terrorist?
You can't. That's kind of the problem.
Yeah, you can't until they like invade the Capitol building.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good question.
Exactly. That's a good one though.
Rib is having trouble performing under pressure.
I am. Yeah. Well, you see, normally, like when I'm in this like mode of like going to tell jokes, like I'm not sober, and I'm extremely sober right now. So like.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry.
No. It's just I'm just out of whack. You know what I mean? I don't
Right.
feel like I'm.
Right?
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Right.
what?
Ready.
By the way, I've read this. Okay. Hit you. You ready?
What are we ready for, Matt? Baby?
Yeah.
You're not even showing your face, Robbie. What's going on?
Okay. Nobody here can see it. I may have to do this and turn that off to do that.
Did you say see it or say it? I'm sorry. It's hard to tell.
Why?
Just look at the caption. Look at the caption. The fucking.
The
Oh, I'm showing the wrong one. I'm
can't
showing
read
the
them.
wrong one to the stream. There we go. This is
You're
the
showing
one.
the wrong one.
It's on the stream. It's from Stephen.
The
And
one
here
that I
is
thought
someone-
that he wanted me to share was the one about the debate, because he's been whinging about it. But now he's doing this one about Biden. So it should be coming now. It's
Well, yeah. Look, the caption is just fantastic. It just looks.
I can win with that.
I just love every single part of it. Every single part of it, I love. Okay, that's fine. I'm sorry. We can stop sharing the screen now. It's fine.
I don't get it. What am I supposed
Because
to do?
I didn't either.
that would be the type of thing that like a much younger kind of like trophy wife would say to a like stepchild that is like roughly their age type of thing. Like that would kind of
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
That your father and I are together on this. But yeah.
I'm sorry. I get you, Stephen. I'm sorry. I didn't get it initially, but I do now. All right. Well, y'all have a lovely night. I'm going to go. I'm going to go. Oh my God. It's not even 7 o'clock in the evening, my time. Jesus.
You're leaving
Christ.
already?
Dude, my whole body's messed up because I stopped smoking cigarettes and I don't know what to do with myself. And now I'm out of wine, so I'm like, okay, I guess it's time to go to bed.
Oh, well, you see, yeah, I have at least a half a glass left, so.
It's weird. It's weird. And by the way, like, if anybody out there is thinking of starting to smoke tobacco, fucking don't. It's insanely addictive and it's stupid. Don't do it. But yeah. So yeah.
So you're saying I should quit as well then?
No, my love. I Jeff, you know, you do what's best for you, man. I'm not. I'm on very rocky ground here. Okay.
I guarantee
like-
that throughout. I just knew throughout lockdown, there's just no way I'm going to be able to give up because I'm going to be. I'd seriously be. Anytime I
No.
try give it up, I'm seriously not nice to be around. I'm really snappy with people. Anytime
No,
I try give up
You see,
smoking.
that's the thing. I smoke cigarettes out of fucking boredom. Now, I like weed and I need weed to help me sleep and keep me calm and all the rest. And you can say whatever the fuck you want. I do use it.
No, weed's much healthier.
Yeah, right? I do
Yeah.
mix. No, don't get me wrong, Julie. I mix it with tobacco. It's just the way I always have been. I would like to be able to do it the other way, but that is so expensive. So it's £300 an ounce, right?
Well, that's part of the issue is that
No,
you
but
know,
the
we've
point
got
I'm trying,
people in
if I can make, Julie, the point I'm trying to make is, like, if I'm at work or anything like that, there's people I know at work that if they don't get a smoke at least once or twice an hour, they'd be very itchy, they'd be very annoyed, and I could go all day and not have a cigarette. It's more out of boredom. I smoke
really?
rollies. I like to roll. I like to keep my hands busy. If I'm standing around doing nothing, I'll smoke.
No.
I'll either smoke or I'll
For
eat.
me, MathPig, I mean,
That's why I put the
MathPig,
fucking stone
let me
back
put
on
it this
again.
way.
Robbie, with it, MathPig, right now you're making me really want a ciggy, and I've not smoked in about
may
7
not-
years.
See?
Hold up. I'm gonna put my camera back on. There we go. Okay. Honestly, like, dude,
When
for
did you
me-
get pigtails?
what
was doing
I
them a
braided
minute
them
ago.
while I
Yeah,
was
she was doing them
doing
on
it
stream.
while we were
I just
doing
weren't
it.
looking for it.
Thank you, guys who paid attention. Yeah, thank you. No, honestly, what it is that I walked away when years and years and years ago. My ex and I kind of had a thing for doing cocaine, right? I had no problem walking away from cocaine. I remember like texting my dealer and saying, "No, I'm good. No, thank you." Like cocaine. That's nothing. It was nothing for me to walk away from cocaine. It was nothing for me to walk away from marijuana. When I found out that the person that I wanted to be with
Shut your mouth, Paul.
horribly allergic to it, I'd been a daily pot smoker for the better part of 2 decades, and Junkshop was like, I'm sorry, I get hives and I cough, and I've seen that happen to them, and I was like, okay, nope, no problem, no more weed, fine. Cigarettes are hard. Cigarettes are the hardest thing. That's the one thing that I've really had a difficult time getting rid of and saying no to, but I really want to do it in part because the community has just rallied around us so much, and I feel like I don't have the right to spend $82 a week on a carton of fucking cigarettes when I have people that I've never met in public, giving me money for bills and stuff. It just doesn't seem right, and I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense.
I get what you're saying.
Thank you, Jeff. Okay, so
I get what you're saying there.
Thank you. So we had this opportunity of Junkshop had a tooth extracted, cigarettes tasted horrible to them. We'd already gotten patches because we knew they couldn't smoke for a while, and we were like, okay, great, let's do this. We can do this, and so hopefully I'm not making any promises for either of us, but hopefully this will work.
Well, there's like this hump you got to get over. Once you
Yeah.
get around that hump, that's the hardest part. Because you get to the top, then you get over, and then that's like glide down. That's where you get it. It's like, here we go. We're going down now. That's the tricky part too.
Yeah, it is. It is because
Because you think you got it because you went over, right? And you're taking the glide down, and you're like, yeah, right. But one false move, and there you go.
You're right. You're right. I mean, I've quit before, and I quit for 4 months. And
What did Mark Twain say? He said, "Quitting is easy. He's done it 1,000 times."
Yeah. Exactly. All right. Well, look, I love y'all. This is weird I'm not wearing my shirt, so I'm gonna go because that's probably bad judgment on my
Here,
part.
I'm totally naked
it-
now. Why the fuck do you think I took the hat off? You got me all turned on. I had to just take
I
all
will
my
do
clothes
it,
off. You
and
know?
I hope it got you some extra subs. So
Gee, yeah.
Yeah, we went from 17 to 22, so you got some, you know.
hey, cool.
She's rocking the
saying that-
birthdays.
And saying that,
Right,
I'm going to round it all up. We have been going for a while. We've been going for
Also-
nearly 2 hours.
also tattoos too.
And the tats. And the
Yeah.
tats.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
All right. All right. Love you guys. Be good.
Julie, have you anything you'd like to shill before you go?
Oh fuck. Yeah. I'm sure I do.
No, because we're going to round up. No, we're going to round up. So if anybody has anything they want to shill, we'll work our way around.
Wine and Reason Tuesdays at 2 p.m.
That's tomorrow.
West Central Standard Time. Also, I want to do another show weekly because I do 2 patron only things on Wednesday nights and on Sunday mornings, but I want to do another one. So I'm not sure what to do for that. So just if anybody has any ideas, feel free to email me or at me on Twitter.
I'm thinking this, but with Stephen and Drag, me and a mankini. Dave said he's going to wear a bikini. Jeff is undecided, and Gio's just going to leave because his chair looked very erotic without him in it.
I don't know what that means.
It basically just because of the angle, it looked like something was standing to attention. If you follow what I'm getting at there.
Yeah, I think it's all about perception, right?
Well, it was perception, yeah, but it was, the angle of the camera and the fact that you weren't currently sitting in the chair. It wasn't really doing, that much for the angle.
These things are fair. Those are
I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware.
It was like Julie took her top off, and your mic and chair just went, look at that there.
I did.
Julie, quick question. You on Central Time, do you say?
I am.
Okay, so that's what, you're 6 hours behind the UK?
I think so,
Right.
something like that.
7 hours.
I
She
know when I
finishes
went
just
to
before
Dallas, I
critical
had hella
question.
jet lag.
Okay, it's all right, because I've got something coming up 7 p.m. on my channel tomorrow, but if I can, I'm going to try and keep it to an hour so I'm not going up against you.
Thank you, and also yay, because and by the way, the reason, Jeff, just so you know, the reason I don't watch you and Noodles asterisk thing
Early in the
is
morning.
I haven't read asterisk.
Fair enough. That's all right.
Yeah, that's the
Don't-
only
don't
reason.
fool.
I want you to know I completely support you guys and what you're doing, and I watch other things that you do, but
Yeah.
I haven't watched those because I haven't read them yet. And I don't want them spoiled, frankly.
Mm.
Even though they've been around forever, and I should.
I will. If you do read them, I will warn you. I will give you one warning. Some of the caricatures of minorities do not stand up well at all.
I
so
have
that's
heard
just
both of you say that. Yeah.
yes. Just
But,
be warned about that.
It's okay. We had a black president, so
Yeah.
all the caricatures were horrendously racist.
Oh, watch early Mickey Mouse. They are racist as fuck.
Yeah.
Right? Like the big ear. It's
What?
fucking horrible. I'm not even gonna go there. It's fucking.
No, we've already pushed enough boundaries tonight. Don't stand up.
Indeed. Indeed.
So, anybody else, anything like to chill? I'll probably be doing something Thursday myself. I haven't decided yet. Open mics or whatever. I like the Thursday idea of,
You're also on questions tomorrow night.
Am I?
I said I've got something coming up at seven tomorrow. Did I say what it was?
No.
I've got
What is it?
Slim. I've got a Slim Living Cyborg coming on for a chat.
Oh, I want to tap that man. I've
that's
been in a
amazing.
couple of his live chats.
Yeah. Oh, I turned 43 this week. I think I mentioned that earlier, but whatever. Anyway, turned 43,
Sure.
and we have the inauguration on Wednesday. And I'm going to be on Dave's Critical Questions on Wednesday, which hopefully Wednesday won't be horrible and scary.
Wednesday's going to be awesome.
Nice.
Yep. I told Dave, I was like, well, it's Inauguration Day, and I can't think of any other way I'd rather start it. So that's what we're doing.
Let's just say Critical Questions is going to be the most controversial thing to happen on Wednesday. That's the way you're looking at it.
What time is it on at Wednesday, Dave?
What?
What time is Wednesday?
Wednesdays is 11:30, I think.
In the morning.
Yeah.
My time.
Yeah.
What is that, my time?
Early.
That would be 6,
Early.
5 in the morning.
Okay. That's fine.
No, sorry, 12:30. Our time, so it would be 6:30 your time.
Awesome. I can do that.
Right. Sam.
Yeah.
Have you anything you'd like to shill? And
Sure do.
yeah, I'm a cunt. How's my emojis coming? Have you got any of my emojis?
Wait. Tomorrow's show is 9:30.
I haven't. Oh, I'm so. I have
Dave,
so
nobody
much work.
cares about your channel. Geo's cooler than you. Sorry. Shh. Geo.
I have so much work. I'm glad I wrote down what you guys told me because it's on the calendar and it's not even close to getting looked at yet. I'm sorry, guys. I know the emojis are important, but
You do realize
yeah,
I am winding you up. As we officially, as we found out earlier, I'm more Irish than the guy from the real Ireland because he can't even take a joke.
Oh, God, Steven. Get be feisty.
Julie, question. Do you think he's hot when he's angry?
I think he's hot all the time.
I don't particularly know, MathPig, what it is about your channel and kind of, women of that general age bracket, but a lot of them tend to find me quite attractive, and I don't really know what that's about because, I personally think that I'm a solid 5 with bad lighting, or with fantastic lighting and a very pixelated camera. If I could kind of flex for a little bit, in my personal opinion, my girlfriend is so far out of my league. She's playing a different fucking sport.
Oh
But,
yeah. Us men in Ireland be lucky. We have a good accent.
Oh, very.
Us men in Ireland be very lucky. Shush, Julie. I'm trying. Shush, my channel. Shush. Us men in Ireland be very lucky. We got our humour on our accent.
Go, Julie.
Now you can speak, Julie, because you've got the. Oh my fucking! I don't like the fact that I'm. Oh, I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna.
Dave is letting you speak.
No, I added myself, and then I needed to remove myself because I'm gonna be. Dave's an asshole. Dave's an asshole. Stop. Right. Okay. Has everybody had enough fun?
I'm just gonna chill my channel just very, very quickly. I've
Jesus,
just posted...
you haven't done it yet. Is it your bad audio?
Give me 15 seconds on it.
I didn't finish mine.
I've just posted a link to my channel in the live chat, so yeah, you can go and sub to me there. I'm doing a podcast on Friday night. Don't have any kind of like guests or actual topics actually lined up so far, but we'll just kind of add people in and go from there, and it will be right back. So sorry for that. Geo, you can continue to shield yours. Sorry, I interrupted you there.
No, that's good. I think
Oh, come on.
I'm thinking.
You think
I'm on secular D&D Saturdays.
Yeah.
Julie plays. I play. One Ring 42 is the dungeon master or the DM. And Hissy is there. We have a lot of fun. Bit of tea in Danish. The TMI show.
The TMI show
is at 7. That's in what's that? Over in Europe it's 7 p.m. Over here it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that.
Something like that.
With Linda, do that. I'm still offering artwork, but as time goes by and the list gets long, so does the waiting period. So I have a lot of people waiting. Anyway, that's me. If you want to contact me, go to my About page in YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel, to the About page. You can get my email address from there. Contact me through that. Anyway, that's about it.
Okay, is everybody happy now?
Yeah, I think everybody's done. Yeah, I think so. Anyway.
Oh, by the way, vote yes on the Twitter poll,
Can we have a
Dave,
vote?
for the funky gift bin.
I already have.
Has Dave won the Funky Gibbon?
Not yet.
I think it's only fair that you all tell me what lovely shoulders I have.
You have lovely shoulders.
Lovely
You do have
shoulders.
I don't. It's cut off. I only see part of it.
I'm not standing up.
Julie.
I appreciate the move. I do.
Julie, I love the pigtails. Love the pigtails.
Oh, thank you, sweetie.
Easier to hold on to. Moving on. Everybody, thank you very much for coming on tonight. GeoSam just said, "Oh God." He's an atheist, by the way.
I don't say, "Oh God."
Stephen,
oh my
Jeff,
gosh, I love you guys. Thank you. You're amazing, and I'm gonna go.
Yeah, everybody, thank you very much for coming. And on that note, we will oink, we will out, and everybody always remember, think for yourselves. Now, where the fuck is that exit button?